This is how to clean out your PS5, specifically the power supply. I highly do not recommend you could break a console. Here are the tools that you will need. A Phillips head screwdriver, a Torque 8 screwdriver, a clean toothbrush, microfiber cloth, an empty cup, some tape, and a pair of pliers. Start by removing all cords from the console. Lay your console on a clean flat surface. Put your right hand near the disk drive and your left hand in the opposite corner. Push to your right hand. Flip over your console. Again, place your right hand on the disk drive side. Place your left hand on the PlayStation icon. Push towards your right hand. Next, we're going to remove the dust. To remove this plastic vent, put your hand in the middle and pull up. Flip your PS5 over and remove the other one. Go ahead and wipe it down to remove the dust. This is the warranty sticker. Warning: if your console is still under warranty, do not remove. This is a plastic sticker protecting the connectors. Go ahead and peel up. Note, be careful because it can be fragile. Use your Torque T8 screwdriver to remove these 4 screws. The tape helps keep track of the orientation of the screws. This is the SSD cover, and you'll use the Phillips head screwdriver to remove the screw. Then you'll need to slide the wires that's attached to the fan connector. As you can see, the wires are now free. There are 3 connectors that you will need to remove. It's extremely important to only pull on the white part of the connector, not the yellow. I find it easiest to use pliers to pull up on them. Go ahead and remove the fan, and give it a good scrub. There'll be 11 screws to remove. The black casing should be free. You can just go ahead and pull up on it. These connectors will stay attached to the case. Again, go ahead and wipe that dust off. This is the ribbon connecting the disk drive. Go ahead and press down on the metal piece. Gently wiggle the ribbon to remove it out of its case. Next, there's a small ribbon in the top right corner. Gently pull on it to remove it. Next, there are 4 black and white connectors. You can just pull up on them to disconnect them. Remove this piece of tape. Now you can slide the disk drive out of the case. That will reveal the other 3 pieces of tape you need to remove. There's another small ribbon on the bottom left corner of the console. Go ahead and pull it to remove it. This is probably the most tedious part of the console cleanout. There are 41 screws you'll need to remove. This is where this cup comes in handy. There'll also be 1 large screw that you can go ahead and throw in there. You can pull up on this metal heatsink to remove it. Remove that tape on the small ribbon. Remove this big ribbon following the same instructions as earlier. Put the heatsink back in the console and flip it over. Remove these 2 screws. Flip the console back over. Take both the heatsink and the motherboard out together. Now we have access to the power supply. This is a picture of my power supply before cleaning it, and then this is after. Again, go ahead and wipe it all down. Take a toothbrush to remove any debris found in the heatsink. Be mindful of these 2 ribbons when putting the heatsink back in place. Now play your Uno reverse card, and your console's good as new. Just kidding. Snap the small ribbon back in place. Same goes for the big ribbon. Place the metal heatsink back on top of the motherboard. Again, put the small ribbon back in place. Snap the black and white wire back in place. The order does matter. Retape the other black and white wire to the console. Then take the tips of those wires and put them in place in the correct order. Take your cup of screws and drill them back in. Slide the disk drive back in its spot. Then reconnect the disk drive's ribbons. Go ahead and put the plastic shell back on top. Time to drill in those 11 screws. Reconnect the available 2 connectors. Flip your PS5 over. and screw in those 2 screws. Flip your console over once again. Set the fan back in its caddy. Grab the fan cover and screws and put them back in its correct orientation. Reconnect the fan connector and slide the wires back under the black connector. Apply the black plastic cover back on top of the connectors, as well as the warranty sticker, and screw your SSD cover back in place. For the vents, put them back as I show you in the video, from one side to the other, and then snap in the middle. Lastly, we'll slide both covers back on the console. And there you go, your console is fresh and clean. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to like and comment if you found this helpful.